If you hung him up and he's like a piñata and he had candy in him, you bust him open.
It's like a what?
Why'd you
Like a
turn it
piñata.
A what?
Really? Really, Bobby? Really?
Sorry.
Wow.
I thought he said a piano. It's like,
A
what's the
piñata.
a piano?
A piñata.
Oh.
Piñata. How do y'all fucking say it? Shit, it's piñata, right?
I didn't understand your subtle Spanish accent. Sorry.
Don't you almost live in
can't-
Mexico, Matt? Come on. You can do better than that.
Close. Texas.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it. You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shardouts Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface,
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake. I call it a rock Fred, Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
The fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, Devastation.
Hey, ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company?
I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
By crikey, I'm back, bitches. Welcome to Shadowcast Uncut, episode 112. I'm your toy-packing host, Decepticon, and with me tonight is XTB's biggest fanboy, Bobby Skullface.
What's up, everybody? I just surpassed 5,000 subscribers about 10 minutes ago, or noticed I did about 10 minutes ago.
Yay.
So
Congratulations.
thank you to everybody that is, I'm not saying that for many. I'm very, I know exactly what pond I'm in. But I know it's not a lot to some, but it's a lot to me. So thank you.
Here's to 5,000 more. in the next 3 years.
He's in the Golden Lagoon, man.
Next up, we've got the man who's counting down the seconds for the Ghostbusters reboot, Justin T2RX6.
I gotta ask you, though. What is a crikey? Because we said bye crikey.
It's some kind of Australian slang for holy fuck.
Alright.
So, I don't know.
It's not a crocodile?
I'm trying to be more Australian for y'all. Alright, also with us is my southern snuggle buddy, Greg for Mercy.
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
Aww. Hi, how's everybody doing?
You good?
I'm from the south. Fuck that shit.
And for that snuggle three-way, we have Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Oh, that's even better. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
Robert can't be with us tonight. He's off suing himself for negligence after chasing a parked ambulance. So, Greg, do you want to run us through what merch we have left?
Yeah, we have a very limited number of t-shirts left. I was very surprised. I didn't realize we were getting that low. We're actually sold out of a few sizes. So if you're interested, contact me and I can do a hands-on count. We've got a handful of keychains. I got a handful of coffee cups. So we've got a couple of pint glasses left. We do still have magnets, though. We still have about 5 magnets. So
I'm going to need one of those coffee cups, actually. So.
And kisses and hugs are always free.
Yay.
Always.
Always.
Right.
Sometimes they're a little more than free. They're forced. Anyway.
Rape. All right. Did anybody get anything? I know you're excited, Matthew, so we'll go with you first.
I only got 2 things this week. I finally got my Rascal, and after Chinese New Year, finally got him in here. So he's a hefty little thing. I like him. And today, thanks to Greg for Mercy, I got a hot rod, MP hot rod. So hopefully I'll be doing some reviews eventually. I'm sorry, I know I'm telling everybody, but I got a lot of stuff going on with my family, and I got a lot of stuff coming in. So I'll start doing some reviews eventually, hopefully soon. Yay.
We'll always be here for you, Matt. Take your time.
Thank you.
Except for Joe. He won't watch your review.
Yeah, Joe, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I love you, Joe.
All right, Justin, what you get?
Let's see. I got another spoiler piece for the Dx9 carry, but I think I'm gonna keep going on with my own creation instead, because I don't have to glue that one in place if I don't like it. I got some ocean stickers from Masterpiece Exhaust, or should I say, knockoff Masterpiece Exhaust, from Uncle Billy.
Yes.
Best AliExpress name ever. What else did I get? I got Wrestle. I'm not really sure who Wrestle is. I don't see an A in there, but regardless, I got that. And I got a replacement spotter after I broke the lens on my spotter. So I have made sure to apply lubricant right to the swivel on there, so this one won't be breaking. And that's it.
All right, Greg, what did you get?
I got one thing I got a couple of things, but from my buddy Ken, my oldest fandom Facebook friend. Actually, shit. God damn it. I was thinking about Ken for something else. Actually, from Majid. Fuck. God damn it. From Majid, one of our big fans, and another good Facebook friend of mine. He sent me some stuff, and in that stuff, he sent me the Shapeways robot head flail. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it. It's like a prowl head, a Roadbuster head, and what looks to be a Sideswipe head on chains. And I'm still amazed that this thing was 3D printed all in one piece. I don't know how the fuck they printed that chain. But yeah, I'm slowly but surely working on painting that. And
3D printing is pretty awesome. The ability to do like chains and stuff.
Yeah, it's just painting the shit. I'm not a huge fan of the nylon material, but and then Kit and I got a shit ton of Star Wars pops. We went all Bobby 3 3/4. Yeah,
girl.
I got like a third of Jabba's palace from Jeddah.
Dude, you're gonna make me get into that shit.
Yeah, they look pretty good. I'm really liking it. We've got like 9 different varieties of Stormtrooper.
Oh God, I love a diverse Stormtrooper legion.
Yeah, I got Flame Troopers, and I showed a picture to our boss because he asked, what we were doing with all the pops, because they sat in our office at work for a long time because we didn't have anywhere to put them. And he was like, "Why are those Stormtroopers not with those Stormtroopers?" I was like, "It's a different series, Rob. You want to understand?"
It's called segregation.
And you got one more thing, Greg. You got some shelves. You got this.
I got some more shelves. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for that matter, I got some shelves and a futon and a 50-inch television and all sorts of other shit.
I'm laughing at Matt had a different kind of yay there.
Very subdued.
I turned my ramshackle collection piling room. We turned it into like a little hangout room for Kit and I, so we have all our collections together.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm still working on getting everything set up. Fuck yeah, got a futon, got a big ass TV.
Got somewhere to sleep when I come up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got somewhere to sleep when you come up here.
Damn yes.
No way, that thing now we can both fit on it.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
me too.
I do. I really do. I know it's selfish.
Pops or something.
She doesn't enjoy it. So, like, I'm not sure she doesn't totally enjoy it, because I guess she did collect a fair amount of fucking student loan debt. But outside of that,
oh, your wife and my wife will get along together. I tried. She loves Beauty and the Beast. And I bought her so many of Belle. I bought her a couple of the little Barbie dolls, but she just throws them over to the side. Don't even think about them. I was like, can we just collect together? Just do something. Like Pops or something. I don't want to buy that stuff.
She's like, I'm like, let's do something together. She's like, yeah, let's go for a walk. I'm like, what?
I know. I'll be like, my heart's already hurting already. I don't want to walk. I'm fat.
Yeah, Pops was crazy. Like 2 years ago, she was like, oh, you got another fucking box. Well, she wouldn't say fuck. She doesn't curse, but she like, you got another box. But now it's like we go to the store and like we fight it. We race each other to the toy section or like wherever the pops are.
That is fucking love.
See, I don't have someone who collects either, and today I transformed that spotter into the camera mode, and she's like, "That's the coolest transformer you own." I'm like, "Well, then it goes right on the mantle." She's like, "I don't think so." So
I know.
I tried everything to warm it in.
I can't put any. I have my own room, but I can't. And I take stuff out. To my room, and if it's out there too long, she looks at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, you know, why can't we? Can I just get some detolfs, you know, and put some masterpiece, you know, because some of the nice stuff. She's like, no, we agreed. You have one room. That's what you get. Like,
yeah, I got the same. I get the same shit, man. Like,
God, hey, we are, you know what? We are all synced together somehow. It's amazing. It's amazing.
She'll just come to me and she'll like drop this subtle hint. She says it's starting to filter. Like it's starting to filter out of its room.
Oh yeah.
Because like, you know, a couple years ago it was just all in the basement, but now like I'm in the office a fair amount. So like I have a fair amount in the office. I have like 2 things on my nightstand. She can't stand it. Her nightstand, a fucking train wreck. It's fucking papers, pens, magazines she'll never read. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like I have my nightstand clean as a whistle. There might be an empty Coke Zero can up there. Outside of that, clean as a whistle. I got a Sound Blaster in tape deck mode and fucking SH Figuarts Darth Vader. That's it. She doesn't like it.
Not much.
Get it out of here.
I got Pinhead looking over me while I sleep on my nightstand, so
I get that too.
Filtering my dreams.
I'll bring something up, you know, just to mess with while she's taking a shower or something like that. That's gonna take a while, and then it'll stay there, and then she'll be like, "Where'd that come from?"
Oh yeah.
How long's that staying there?
If she's cleaning and I come home, she'll bring that shit back here in my room. She'll drop it off. Just like, where'd my stuff go? Oh, you know where it went. Oh,
at least you don't have to pack up your own toys, man. That's one thing.
That's true.
It's like being a kid all over again.
Yeah. I'm just going to add to that. I'm taking applications for a nerdy girl that likes to collect stuff and a couple of tattoos. Maybe one of those horrible septum piercings that I saw. Yeah. Anyway.
What'd you get, Annie?
What did I get? I got some Repro-Labels.
Right.
And they're pretty crap. So I won't be buying any more. I just got the white-backed faction logos, and I thought that'd actually be cut to the shape of the logo, but no dice.
Is anybody else getting a little disappointed with the quality? I mean, like, I've had some pretty bad labels lately.
I hear a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Robert just got $200 worth of stuff, so we'll see what he thinks of it. So he popped his cherry on the Repro-Labels.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. And I got the Supernova Terminus Hexatron Super Gladiator, number 35 of 120. My last rail.
That sounds pricey.
Yeah, it was.
Are you sure that was a good decision right now, Lenny?
I'll do what I want.
You making good life choices?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I still ate last week. So.
Did you really need that?
I did need it, Matthew. I did. Now I have 5 Hexatrons. It's glorious.
Can you still eat though?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Shout out to JD. He's been feeding me all week, staying at his place. So.
That's what he's been feeding you.
Hey, I got to snuggle someone, right?
That's true. You won't come over here, so whatever.
No, well, you won't come over here, motherfucker. Come on.
That's true. I could come over there.
Come on now.
I would love to. I'll show you. Don't show me a bad time.
Yeah.
Good time, whatever the fuck.
Fucking go and get that passport updated and get your ass over here.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move along to some movie news. Oh, exciting. I get to come back to this. Michigan faces yet another multi-million-dollar disaster hot on the heels of the water crisis.
Oh, shit. That's fucked up, man.
First their whole economy, then the water, now Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers 5. Expected to film in Michigan.
Their economy can't be that bad. They gave them $21 million in tax credits.
Damn.
So where is Michigan? I don't know where that is.
It's
Far
America.
north, right aboard border.
Right. Okay, sorted.
It's almost Canada.
It's all around Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada is very aware of where it is because I think it's responsible for like 75% of their homicides.
But they're also polite in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, not Detroit though.
Okay.
Apparently they get a little all bent out of shape when you go to rob them.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Detroit's probably one of the worst cities to live in the States, probably. Top 5 at least.
Yeah, like I don't know. It takes the eye off of Baltimore from time to time, so I'm pretty happy for them.
Oh yeah, well I think they had the Super Bowl a couple years back then, and they had to like drop drapes or stuff, like making it look nice because it was so bad where it was. So that's how you had to fake what Detroit looks like just to put on TV. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
So it says here they're using Michigan to look like Hong Kong.
Well, they did in.
They did it in Age of Extinction, right?
Yeah.
Broken.
It was set up. There was a
rundown.
Yeah.
It's pretty
They
spot
should
on.
just use Detroit. Whatever.
maybe we'll
There's
maybe
really
we'll
no
get a
change.
RoboCop crossover finally.
Hey.
All right.
We got the original. I'm going up there. I'm going to audition for the,
Spot of an
add-on
extra.
or whatever. Yes.
Hmm.
So just look for me. Be the fat guy.
Just stare directly at the camera and wave, and I'm sure they'll wave at you.
Make sure you have the Hail Hasbro shirt on, because I feel
Yes.
like
Oh, it's
somebody
definitely-
will make the mistake of
definitely.
thinking that you were like not making fun of Hasbro.
Well, now think if they could work in that almost human plot line somewhere in the movie, you could be Hound.
I could, but I have to get up
be
and
John
run.
Goodman
I can't
now.
do that.
Yeah.
I could be the
They can do a lot with special
Driver.
effects these days, Matt.
no. I could be the driver of Hound. If
You
he
know,
makes-
man, they'll use you for mocap.
Hey.
I think we can move on along to some exciting news, except Robert's not here. Third-party news, we've got Dx9 War in Pocket Toufould Cup.
Yeah, I couldn't work out that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see RC in there too. I couldn't even see RC until somebody pointed it out to me.
Oh, there's an RC. Oh, that's right. They did announce that, didn't they?
Well, the group photo with the Hot Rod and Blur, you can see.
Oh, yeah, she's a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I really thought this was
that's how we
fucking
like 'em.
MP. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping too, Matt. I was
So
hoping
hoping
too.
that was
I
MP.
saw that elbow. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I saw the elbow, and I was like, "Oh, pass." And then I was like, "Oh, it's probably one of the
That's
little
why.
ones."
Little fellers.
Now, if there's a Hot Rod, okay, so this will probably come out with Hot Rod, do you think, or do you think this will come with the RC?
Isn't there already a
Because
Hot Rod?
DX9 always comes in twos when it's little.
Oh, Hot Rod. Probably Hot Rod then.
Well, then who's
Yeah.
going to come with RC? You think?
Well, that Hot Rod is
yeah.
the Legends one, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
So
I'm not
it's
looking
probably
at the
gonna
picture
come
right
out
now,
that-
but you're
Well,
right.
that's
that
gonna be
RC.
RC then. Oh, okay.
My question
they
is with
haven't done
these season 3 people, is Robert happy or less happy about the slim profile for when he tries to shove it up his ass? You know, they're all very sleek vehicles.
They are.
Yeah, he likes a challenge. He does like,
And that's why they come in
There's
2
a-
packs.
there you go. He's gonna love that Blitzwing. That's gonna be a doozy.
Triple change it. DX9 usually release these little guys and then they make upscaled MP versions of them. Is that this company or is that someone else I'm thinking of?
That's dude.
What- someone did a Galvatron and then they did... That was DX9, right?
Yeah.
Galvatron.
no.
Unique Toys made a Galvatron, and then
Oh, right.
DX9. Well, Unique Toys made
Mania King.
Voyager.
Mania King, and then DX9, which is related to Unique Toys,
Yeah.
made Tyrant, the Legend scale, and then they turned around and made the MP scale Tyrant.
Oh, really? I didn't
as
realize
well.
that.
So we might get an MP cup out of them and not have to go the X-Transbots KFC route.
That'd be good. I have to honestly say that Iron Factory, as far as the Legends, the DX9s are pretty good, but they're not really on par as Iron Factory as far as that. I love Iron Factory. They're really awesome.
Would you say these are on par with the Hasbro Legends or they're better?
No, even Hasbro Legends are, I think. Well, they have a lot of movement. They have a lot of ball joints and stuff. So I say on par. Yeah, they're probably with the Legends of Hasbro.
Okay. Well, I'm not getting them then.
I'll tell you that this picture I'm looking at looks a lot better. The cup looks a lot better than that Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Legend Hot Rod.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that mold. Blackout was a pretty good.
Is it the Ocular Max? Sorry, the Studio Ox stylings that you don't like about the Hasbro one, Bobby? Or
I see
How'd you
what
know
did
it's
there.
Studio Ox, man? How'd you know?
Look at that fucking spoiler on his back. Holy shit.
Is that an apple, Bobby? I gotta ask.
No, I'm sorry, man. I'm eating dinner.
No, it's fine. I just really want an apple now. That sounds like
No,
fucking
it's
apple.
actually lettuce.
Oh,
Nice.
gross.
Healthy ass fucker.
I had a Caesar salad before we started.
Yeah, welcome back to the 80s. All right, Planet X War for Cybertron Starscream prototype images. Here you go, Joe.
Yes.
Looks
There you
good
go,
if you're
Matt.
in a
Fuck
War for
Joe.
Cybertron.
I'll tell you,
Hey.
I just reviewed all 5 of those Dinobots from Planet X, and I was pretty impressed. That was my first time impressed with the Planet X product, so.
Now you need a Genesis.
Yeah, no, I can't. Because if I were to get into them, I would definitely need a Genesis, and I'm not fucking footing that bill right now. Negative. Oh, I didn't do what I got this week. Speaking of which.
You didn't get anything.
We got
Oh, sorry, Bobby.
Sorry,
we
Bobby.
got a Movie ECI graphic novel, and what the fuck else? A Star Wars 3 3/4. And I got a new car. So
Yay!
Yeah.
A new car. God
Yeah.
damn, money bag.
It's not a very yay situation. My wife's transmission took a shit.
Oh.
So it was like a,
All right.
it was a necessity being the mother of all invention type of situation. But yeah, the Starscream, I think this fucking thing looks great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be...
Is this MP size?
No. It's like a chug.
You already got a good one.
No, Matthew. No.
But looking at this,
Oh,
the shits on that.
Oh, I'm getting it. I mean, fuck, I don't care, but I like the Hasbro one. I mean, it's a good figure.
Not as good as this one.
I like the way those wings extend out on that little sliding bit when it's in.
So who's all in this one? Just me?
I might get this actually.
What?
Yep.
Stars?
It's a pass for me, but it's a difficult pass to make because I do like the Seekers, and I think this looks great.
You know, you
Oh,
could
yeah,
keep
the
them in the jet mode and just call it a Tetrajet because it looks better than those goddamn Impossible
No,
Toys
it
things.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. Stop it.
Yeah.
Hey, it has 2 successful modes, not just one. So
I will agree with you there. But if
I wouldn't go for one
if you'd never
figure.
seen the game and you walked in, you'd have no idea what the fuck this was. But if you saw my Tetrajets, you know exactly what they were.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, regrettable purchase.
Piece of shit. Yeah. Instantly identifiable.
You know what's worse? He paid full price.
Hey man, if that's the cost I got to pay to get into the elite,
Worth it.
gladly pay it.
Worth it.
So the Elite are paying like 1/3 price, 1/8 price now. Is that never mind.
No, the elite paid full price, brother.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's paid full price.
1%
And they get this
paid.
little club. They get a little pin and everything, and they jerk each other off.
It's more of a money ain't a thing kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh wait, Matt, you're not a member, are you? Shit.
No,
That's right.
I don't want to be a member of your shitty ass club. Actually, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I think this looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I wish it was MP. That'd be even a lot better. But I could do with this. I can't wait for this.
You know, I'm gonna tell you if they do like just like the IDW during these, the third party creations. If somebody were to do a Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron MP level figure, I'd probably be in. I think that my collection is not based on G1. It's based on elements of Transformers that I love that are masterpiece.
I can see that.
And C-Dub.
And C-Dub.
But they got some good characters. I mean, they got a lot of characters in there. You could make tons. And plus, I mean, this is what Planet X is doing, and that's nobody else is doing it. So
Yeah, that's a smart move.
and that's their niche. I mean,
They got a little niche. Nobody's fucking with them. They're just sitting back collecting checks.
And Planet X haven't ever made anything but Fall of Cybertron stuff, have they? They haven't released anything that's not styled that way. So, yeah, great move.
Can you imagine if you were a third-party company that made a quality product and your only competition was Hasbro?
That's
just easy money, Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do those Dinobots go for? Or how much did they retail for, sorry?
I don't know. I think
Swoop was like
the knife version of Swoop, he was, I think he was only like 80. Something like that.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, because that motherfucker's a little unit.
Yeah, he's small. And sharp.
I think Grimlock was maybe the most, I think.
Yeah, that Grimlock looks good, though.
Not much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, between around $100 is probably a good price for most of them.
Yeah, I might pick up this Starscream then. Who else are they doing? They're doing Perceptor, aren't they? Is that what else we saw teased? Or
What's that? There was another. There's something next to Starscream. I think it was
Optimus Prime.
Was it? Yeah, Prime.
Yeah, they're doing a Prime. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure they'll do a Perceptor.
And yeah, they're doing. Are they the ones doing the Perceptor with all the guns?
I think
thought
so.
it was these guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
This might get expensive.
Perceptor seems like a bizarre choice of all the characters from that game.
Yeah.
He had a cool design though.
Sure, but he just played a minor role, and it's always Perceptor at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
You think they do a Megatron or Soundwave next?
I hope so.
Well, I guess with Perceptor would be that there's something else they can do with it. That's only like maybe minor retooling. So try to sell Perceptor first and then get people on something else. But I don't know for sure.
You'll probably see all the Seeker repaints in this as well.
Oh, yeah.
You better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
could do Bruticus.
It's an unspoken agreement. You go in with the company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Making a
You have to
Starscream.
do.
What if they only did one? You'd be like, oh my god.
Big pissed off, like, what?
What is wrong with these people?
I bet they do. I bet Planex does a Bruticus too.
Didn't Hasbro say that shit when they were going to redeco that Jetfire or retool it in the Starscream? And they're like, yeah, we probably won't make the other two or some shit like that. And all of a sudden they both dropped at the same time.
Easy.
Yeah.
Thundercracker and Skywarp.
Maybe we should do the other ones too. The Coneheads. Try to do Coneheads.
Were the Coneheads in the game? I can't remember.
I don't think so, but
don't think
it'd be
they
pretty
are.
cool if they tried to. I don't know if they could take this mold and make a Conehead out of it. I don't know. I mean, I guess they could do some retooling to it.
Oh, they should make an 8-bit cone for the head, like pixeled, like little squares, like Super Mario Bros.
Like he's in trouble.
Like here's your video. Yeah, here's your video game. Here's your video game cone heads.
All of a sudden, NECA starts getting into third party and makes all the 8-bit representations.
Oh god.
I'm Ramjet. I'm Thrust.
Is that your Ramjet thrust impression?
Kinda.
Where the fuck is Oscar at? Jesus Christ.
The constipated Ramjet and Thrust.
Oh, okay.
I think it might be
Screw you,
time to
Bobby.
move along. We've got KFC Hema Fright.
Yeah, this just popped up today, last minute.
What's that?
Yeah.
Convention
How many you can get,
exclusive.
Bobby?
Oh.
Oh, God.
No, it's up on AliExpress or somewhere. I mean, it's like up for retail.
It's just black, right? It's not Slugfest.
There's a different head,
Slugfest
too.
already came out, right?
Yeah, but there's a different head on it.
All over, Bobby. You have to get
So
Oh,
this-
Sludgefest.
So this is simply a cassette with no purpose. Like it doesn't fill any role.
KFC is getting into the original character
see.
game.
And it's and as a bonus, not only is it not a character you know, it's made by KFC.
And it's being sold loose with no packaging.
If I haven't heard more compelling reasons to buy this, I don't know, what they could do to make me want this. Which pretty much sums up my feelings on this
It
toy.
literally looks like spikes are taking a poop.
Yep.
Because that is such a little head. Looks like a little turd.
A little turtle head?
Yeah, a little turtle head.
No, they won't be. They won't be. You won't get me this time, KFC.
Oh, you will. You'll fucking get it.
Yeah.
Don't even lie. You already got that shit on pre-order.
No.
It's not even pre-ordered yet, but somehow you have it
Nah, I
pre-ordered.
got zero connection to this shit.
All right, down to the comments. Rosewater says, the cassettes were my favorite thing that KFC did, so it's really nice to see them back at the game.
Oh my god, what did you buy? One of them?
Yeah.
You got the free
Shout
one
out
that
to RRR.
you got.
He's
You,
always. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Justin.
I was gonna say, would you get the one that came with Blaster, which is the only one that's good, and hence that's why they're your favorite thing?
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, he every time that I bitch about these tapes on a review, he always makes a point to remind me how many more are coming. It's like a little bit of little taste of banter we have back and forth, and so I'm glad he's excited.
What was
Well, yeah, if you'll scroll down, you'll see old Skill Face down there.
Yeah.
He tried to keep
yeah.
today to confirm.
That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
That
What's the
overskill was terrible.
Haymaker was near perfect. I wish mine was near perfect. Fuck.
Yeah, mine too.
That thing doesn't even want to fucking stand up, and it's a block.
Mine was perfect. I didn't buy one.
The most perfect thing about mine is the box that came in square, held its shape.
Yeah.
You know?
Does that overkill look like it's ever going to stand up?
Mine won't.
Mine does actually. Mine does.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, jelly. So jelly.
He looks like a retarded alien figure.
He's probably my favorite KFC tape, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did you get Transistor? Do you have that mold that
the individual cassette purchase. Yeah.
Okay, backslash looks like a sad Rhinox. Look at that. He just looks so sad. Why is he
So sad. Nobody
he
loves
looks
him. Bobby
so
didn't buy him.
What's the story?
Bobby,
to
get
this guy?
him.
To Backlash? Who?
Get
what's
him.
the problem?
Well, this is being sold by Uncle Billy. God,
Those
this
were
guy's everywhere.
those were the Dinobot colored cassettes they were going to do for like a hot minute, and then didn't ever do. The only
ever a hot minute, really.
the only thing here was the only show here is the Hema Goblin whatever. All those other pictures are shit that never came out. But yeah, they were going to be the Dinobot color tapes because G1.
Why not?
Because they made two, so why not repaint two of them and not give us the whole set?
Yeah,
I didn't know we were going to feature Uncle Billy twice in one episode. I think
we got to feature Uncle Billy all the time, man.
Uncle Billy owes us some royalties here.
I don't understand what KFC. I mean, they were going in a good direction with Blaster, Sancho. Why are you going back to fucking tapes? I don't.
Because they probably cost about 50 cents to make, and then they sell them for $30.
Well, that's understandable, but damn, I mean, I really was, I hated KFC, but then I got some good figures out of them, and God dang it, Keith, come on now. You got a factory, come on, you can make whatever you want, big guy. Whatever.
Oh,
good luck with this.
I see somebody jump into the show notes. Look at all this nonsense. It's about to come back up.
Yeah.
I see a cursor jumping down.
That was me. I don't even want to go there.
He's so excited. He's chomping at the bit.
Nope, I'm out. All right, Matt.
Oh, shit, I forgot to put the discussion.
Hasbro News, Chinese exclusive Devastation PS4 bundle.
It looks good. I don't have a PS4 because I have Xbox One, but
It looks like a
like
PlayStation with a sticker on it. I could turn my own PlayStation into a Devastation exclusive.
$400,
Fucking wasted time.
And it comes with
$300, whatever.
Boring ass game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh wait, no, there's a Decepticon one. I'm back in.
Just go get a sticker. Get a sticker for it.
I'm back in.
Save
Yeah,
yourself
that's
some
all.
time.
What's the thing next to it? Is that the game? Is that just the game?
That's a game in a steel box.
Oh god, and the people online who are clamoring about like, oh my god, I need the steel box. Like really, because like I go through all my DVDs or my PlayStation games. I'm like, God, this would just be such a better game if it came in a steel box.
Yeah. And they don't fit on your shelf with the rest of your games or your DVDs either.
They look out of
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm happy for those that are into this. But
too.
I would imagine there's a fair amount of people. Like, I would feel like I feel like they may have missed the boat on this one. Like, if you're a hardcore Transformers fan, like like I'm a hardcore Batman fan. I didn't buy PS4 or Xbox One until Batman came along, and then I knew I had to make a decision as to which one I was going to get. Do you know what I mean? And when that game came out, like it came out on a console, like one of these type of deals.
Sure.
Right.
Like so, I have the Batman one. I'm just surprised that they wouldn't have done this with the release of the game. And since they haven't, I would be surprised if this thing saw, success.
Well, this is a Chinese-only release, so I don't know how long the game's been out. And plus, when you're making $1.25 an hour, it takes a while to save up.
Save up, man. You gotta save.
Unless you do it like that Johnny Cash song, and you spend 5 years smuggling parts out of the factory to build your own at home.
There you go.
Good point.
Until you get a PlayStation 4 in China.
Well, there's a lot of people that collect. When I worked at Best Buy, there was a female that worked there, and her and her boyfriend were hardcore game collectors, and they would buy systems. The Halo ones, the Call of Duty.
I'm sure that market exists. I would be surprised if that market was big enough to support this sort of a venture this late in the game. I guess. So to speak, guys. This late in the game?
Oh.
Stop it.
Cut
You know what's
out.
awesome about that game? It was so well received, it got no DLC. None.
Yeah.
They couldn't even make any extra content for the people who would be into the game. So revolutionary. What an awesome game.
I liked it. I liked it.
Maybe it's still coming.
I didn't review this game because I didn't want to deal with the bullshit comments that I would get as a result of my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, because people are like, it's awesome. I'm like, no, it's really not.
No,
It is awesome. They didn't have the multiplayer. That's the thing. They haven't also put the multiplayer out either.
Yeah, that's the one thing that was missing.
Yeah.
So,
let's not talk about the fact that transforming was not of any value.
I thought it was fun for what it was. I played through it a couple times, and that was it. And then I sold it while the selling was good. And I went and bought another game.
Selling's always good for you figures.
I'm just
yeah. You gotta strike while the iron's hot there, Matthew.
Damn right.
I've played hack slash games before, but I've never played one that was like this boring and repetitive. Personally, just my personal experience.
Yeah, a few more like environments to play through might have helped the game a lot. I think. I'm okay with fighting like Devastator 3 times or 4 times or however many times it was. And, Megatron a few times and Starscream, but a few different environments other than, what were there, 3 or 4? It was like city, and then some more city, and then some more city.
I think Australia.
And then Cybertronian City.
And then Cybertronian City.
And Underground City.
And then, like, flying platform levels.
What about the
Elevator Shaft.
Yeah.
And then there was Elevator Shaft with Devastator. And then Elevator Shaft with Devastator and Megastore.
Oh.
And then back to the city.
What about the soundtrack?
Good times.
Big Bad Battle in Bruticus.
Big Bad Battle in Bruticus.
All right, Matthew, you know what else is coming? We've got Prime 1 Studios Optimus Prime statue teaser. Your favorite.
How many statues do we get every fucking week?
Hey, you know what, Matt? I'm tired of your bullshit with this, man. The same way you get tired of us hating on Hasbro, the only thing I look forward to in this Hasbro news is these statues.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah.
But you don't get any of them. Why even?
I can't swing them. I can't swing them, man.
I like how I like all the detail these statues add that just doesn't exist in any form of media that they're drawing from. Like the motor behind the windows.
What the hell is this from?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what Prime is this?
What Prime
is He's got sneakers on. He's going for a jog. He's like, I'm gonna jog it up. Man. This is the marathon Optimus. That's what it is.
He's got sneakers on.
He's running a marathon after he defeats the Decepticons.
What,
the detail
company
is
is
fucking
putting
awesome.
these teasers out, though? So some less grainy photos would be nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you're going to tease your shit.
Hey, Lenny.
Yes.
In all fairness, maybe he's uploading them to Flickr and then sharing them.
Possibly.
Oh, Lenny's got a Flickr out there. I like that.
That's what I was saying. Lenny takes these like, super high-res shots that look fantastic, and then he shares them on Facebook, and it looks like they've been like
they
photocopied 10 times.
Bot rate. With a fist.
I don't know, man. Yeah, good luck with this one.
You're not getting this, Matthew?
$1,700.
You know you need a statue collection, Matt.
I do. I have some statues. I mean, just like the bust, from those $50 to $101 ones. But I'm good with those. I mean, the Diamond Select, I think what they're called. I think.
Yep.
I've got quite a few of those.
I think a Transformer collector of your stature, Matt, deserves like a Hot Toys Prime or something like that, like some big statement piece.
Nah, you need that Unimetal.
Yeah, that
you
one
need
too.
the Unimetal twins.
Yeah, I could. I need the Tetra Jets, really.
Might get you into that 1%, Matt. Might.
Oh, you could set up a little table for two and like have dinner with the Unimetal Optimus or the Unimetal Magnus, and then like slowly undress him as the night goes on. Get the mood right.
Yeah, I was listening back to last week's show. Great show, guys, by the way. And I wish I was there for that Unimetal fucking Ultra Magnus. That thing looks special.
I wish I was there for that too, Willie.
That's right. That thing looks glorious.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, no, I really do like it. Like, if I could afford $1,000 statues, which I probably could, but I'm not going to.
Someone would brag about it, not you.
Yeah, not me. I would probably, I don't know, they'd take up a lot of space, right? I don't think, I'd have to rent 2 houses.
Right.
Oh, you got
that.
that, dude.
I think it looks, I don't know. I listened to that show and I was like I felt like I wasn't even listening to like the show I just recorded a couple days prior. I was like, yeah, man, like they do look fine. They look fine.
All right, they're swell. All right.
All right. Okay, well, that's enough statue talk. We've got new trademark application, Flip Races.
Yay!
Oh, what?
Oh God!
I hope that
I tried. I was trying.
You know those toys back in the day they were like cars with the ridiculously oversized wheels, and like on one side it was one thing, you flipped it over and it was the other thing, but they were still like it was still one car. This is what I suspect it is. It's like one side it's Bumblebee, the other side it's Optimus.
So they're not jump starters.
It's not going to transform.
Oh, they are
It's just going to flip over. Let me see if I can find a picture of what I'm talking about.
It's not Top Spin or
Flip and attack Spider Racer from Spider-Man. What?
From Spider-Man.
I know.
Here we go. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's an RC car here.
it's gonna flip into Spider-Man.
Look at that.
And it's gonna go to Transform.
Oh my God.
Hey, Matt, I like it, Matt.
look at the.
Try some Robert D. I'm trying some Robert D.
I'm jumping
It's gonna
back.
flip into a Transformer. And it's gonna be Spider-Man again.
He always comments on my videos. Like,
I know, man.
Says to about T.O.
Oh, I hope it's this.
This is what I suspect it is. Here's another image of how it works. It's gotta be. It's the only way they can have this. Flip something.
Fuck you, Hasbro.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Mark.
This is special for me right here.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Where are we at now? Oh,
Can it be more special than what we just saw? Because I'm not totally.
Yes.
I hope so.
Mark.
But Mark Bellomo's Ultimate Guide to Vintage Transformers.
Oh, this is going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is a follow-up to his best-selling book. This is what I think Transformers are worth on this particular date and time, and these are the prices that you should use in all your future dealings for the next 15 to 20 years.
Oh, well, every fan's gonna just throw that shit to the fucking side. Then.
Oh, so it's the Overstreet of Transformers. Cool.
$28.
Yeah.
It's only $20 if you pre-order it.
Is it the one with the Optimus Prime and the red book or red and black book? Is that the one?
That's his old book, yeah.
Okay.
It's a good book. I mean,
find that shit anywhere.
The prices are all over the place, but it's a good book for, it's great for figuring out where stickers are supposed to go and what accessories come with what, That's the two things that I've always used it for. So I'll probably get this one because why not? We'll see what's different on it. It's only $20. And it'll go and sit on the shelf of other Transformers-related books like this. So, yeah.
See, my disdain for his prior book is just the price part. But I think Bobby has this as well from the TF Source days. That weird stapled paper book with Unicron on it.
I have that one.
That thing's awesome.
I got that one. That's what I use for. I take to conventions. I brought that shit to TFCon.
I don't think I have it anymore, but I used to have it.
Oh, you want one? I think I got like 3 or 4.
Send one my way. I'll
like,
check it out.
Like $5, man. It was like $5. If you bought something from a dealer, you got it for like $5. I was like, okay. I was like, I got a box one.
There was a time I had one on each floor, just in case.
You never know.
Because it was the one that was like the weird, like it was post season 3, so like you never know when you're going to run into like some obscure Target Masters or some Japanese.
I use it for the Pretenders, man. Because I always want to buy Pretenders at the conventions, and it has all the little parts and everything, so it's actually useful. I circle what I have, what I don't have, and I.
Yeah, I got it a few times from TF Source. Like when I would go to cash out my points, I'd be like, another Battle Beast or another book.
Send one my way, because like I said, I used to have one, but I got rid of it. It was okay.
I'll next time we see each other, just remind me.
I'll try. I'll probably forget.
Just grab one.
Yeah, that's why I had to put the responsibility back on.
Oh my god, holy shit. Transformer Rescue Bots Mr. Potato Head Wave 2.
Hells yeah.
Yes.
I have Starscream.
Pre-order yet?
Huh?
I hope so. I got Starscream. He's awesome.
I'll admit, there were some that came out about a year ago. I think it was Christmas year before last, and there was like a Grimlock and Optimus set.
Grimlock was the exception.
Mm-hmm.
They were G1-y, but they were like obviously cashing in on Age of Extinction. Man, that thing was fucking cute. I wanted to make a baby right then and there, so I had an excuse to buy it. And it was on clearance at Kroger. It was like $5.99.
What is the one down the bottom meant to be?
High Tide.
Meant to be.
Okay.
I read the comments down there. It looks like High Tide is gagging himself or something.
Well, he's kind of like Sea-Spray and has one of those like respirator type things going on.
Yeah, you might be able to do a bit of a custom latex black outfit job on that one. red ball gag.
That's for Uncle Billy too.
Hey. All right, let's move along because no one gives a fuck about that. All right, and
somebody does.
Speaking of not giving a fuck, Hasbro is looking for employees to be their toy designer.
You know what?
I just
want to take a minute here, and nobody knows what the picture of this one is going to be except me. And it's a guy, I just want to explain it. It's a guy playing with a bunch of hollow blocks, and I felt that most adequately represented being a Transformers designer. You know, just a bunch of hollowness that you're trying to put together into something. Anyway.
Well, you know, when I think about this, like I always harken back to that conversation I had with that dude that I don't know, See No Kibble, I think is one of his like many aliases.
Yeah.
The Australian dude, and he was like I asked him, I was like, what would you do if you got offered like a job with like a big toy designer? And he said, like, if I got offered a job at Hasbro, like I would immediately turn it down, just because like he has this ability to do whatever the hell he wants, and either a company picks it up or doesn't pick it up, and he wouldn't want to be in a position where he was told that no, you can't do what you want to do, like kind of like the quote unquote artist bullshit. What I mean? But
so he has standards, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And I always think about it. Now I'm sure there's plenty of kids and everything else that are like right out of school or can't find a job doing what they're doing or would love to do this. I just think that it would be I sympathize for him because I would imagine there's a fair amount of frustration that comes from working in this position. You know what I mean? Where you finally get to do exactly what it is that you want or thought you wanted, and then you get there and you realize just how many limitations are placed upon you.
Shout out to Tyler L. who tagged me on this one as soon as it came up, and he's like, hey. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Dude, you better not sell out, man. $59.99 toys, wave of the future.
$69.99.
Yeah.
$69.99. I didn't mean to short you.
Shortchange my shit, man.
You got my money? You got my money?
You're not going to name your company after the pre-order, the early bird pricing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Good point, Gregory.
I was actually, this news was brought to my attention from all the people in the groups who were posting it saying, always complaining about Hasbro. Here's your chance to do better. And, like, those are the people that really don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, those are the people that don't get it. They're not blaming. There's the people that are like, fucking Hasbro and their shit. Like, it's not the designers. The designers are miracle workers for doing what they can do with what they have. You know what I mean? In some instances, and then there's some that's horrible. But, like, you get a halfway decent deluxe, and you're like, it's a piece of shit, but it's not their fault.
Right. It's
you
like
know what I mean? If the,
go for it. Keep going. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
no, I was just gonna say, if the executive had his way,
yeah,
it
it's
would
like
be worse.
it's like that Devastator, which from all we've understood is like originally it was designed to be like masterpiecey, and then like they're like, okay, this is cool, let's scale it back so we can release it as like Voyager type toys, you know? So, I mean, it would have been interesting to see like exactly what that Devastator toy would have looked like given proper parts counts and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's really depressing too, because the designer, even said he jumped at the chance to work on it because he knew that they'd never make a masterpiece Devastator, and he didn't want all his designs to go to waste.
Mm-hmm.
Call me a seller. I already sent my resume in. Hope to get a call from them. So
it'd be way too much of a step back for me to go back to being just a designer now. So sorry, everybody who says I should apply. Not gonna happen.
Matt's gonna. Damn it. The way you talk sometimes, I talk over you because I think you're done.
Yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
I need to jump in real quick and say this, and then it's like
I know.
You're like Grandpa falling asleep telling a story.
Yeah.
Like, and then
I get inspired by Ben Carson. Get a little bit sleepy when I'm talking.
I was just gonna say Matt's first big Smash design hit's gonna be Optimus Prime that turns into a pig smoker.
Fucking pre-order.
If you're from the South,
Right.
You know what it is. Oh, it's gonna be a statue. My name's gonna be a statue, and I'm gonna sell it to Bobby. Bobby now. A statue.
It's gonna be Optimus Prime statue that turns into Batman.
Oh.
Throw a cape and a cowl on it. Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, we're at the end of Hasbro news.
No.
Is this our discussion, or do we have a different one? Is this last week's?
Oh, they took my discussion.
No, I took that was the only thing that was there, and I saw Matt.
Sorry.
Brought it up, so.
So what do we got?
All right. When we finally finish all the seasons with MP and third party, what would you collect next, or would you call it quits?
Ooh, that is a good discussion.
That is a good question.
Well, it's just it's something from last week. We were talking about. So it's almost close. You're getting close to what a lot of people are striving for. And so, what would you do?
All right, we'll go with you first, Matt.
For me, it's not about finishing. It's just I would still collect Transformers. I mean, there's always stuff that I can get, and there's a lot more. If anybody's seen my collection, I'm not gonna stop. I mean, it'd be awesome to have that shelf. Season 1, season 2, season 3. That would be just one of those moments. But I would still collect. I would still have other stuff. Because I collect Chug and I collect Legends. I collect all that stuff. So I wouldn't be done. So that's just me.
Justin.
I'll be done. I'm done. So.
You're done.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like Justin. I just want to expand upon it. You know what I mean? Like, there is times, and dude, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Not a judgment thing, but there are times where I listen to you, and I'm like, man, I feel like this dude wants out. Like,
you know what?
He's committed. He's gonna it's like the guy that he starts building a house and then realizes that he probably just should have bought one. He's like, God damn it, I'm going to finish what I started.
Yeah, you're kind of not wrong. So
okay,
yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
I like the franchise. I'll enjoy whatever media comes out and stuff, but I want nothing more than to be done with having to buy, things all the time for a collection. I want it to be complete as complete as I feel it needs to be, and enjoy it for what it is. And then, like, I mean, because, like, I love collecting Transformers, and, like, to me, the Masterpiece line is me trying to recreate, you know, my childhood nostalgia. But, like, once that's done, like, I don't need to move on to something else. I don't need, like, a studio lock shelf. I don't need all this other stuff. Like, I'll have that money. I can go take a bunch of vacations and stuff. Because, like, let's face it, like, a shit ton of money gets dropped into this, you know? So, like, while I'll still be probably actively following and watching and seeing all this stuff, like, when I get what I think I need, I'm done, you know? Like, there's other things to do with my money, really. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks to say that, I guess, but at the same time, like, I'll still be a fan, just, I'll appreciate it from afar. Like, I appreciate the WFC stuff that's coming out and things like that, just, I don't need it. I don't need to spend my money on it either. So,
you don't think you're going to want just one more hit?
You know, it's tough to say no, but it could always happen, you know? I mean...
Now, do you think that you'll miss it at all? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kane, will you miss the game?
I'm sure, you know? I mean, there's plenty of reasons. Like, I mean, we're all guilty of picking up something just for the sake of getting something once in a while. Like, it happens, you know? So I'm sure that, like, that bug will hit, but, like, there's enough other things that I'll pick up, like, one thing from it and I'll be happy. Like, Marvel Legends did, like, Spider-Man 2099. Like, that's all I needed, you know? Just give me 2099 Spidey and the rest of it you can keep. I don't care about that. So I'm sure things like that will always pop up, and, you know, probably, like, with Transformers, one thing will pop up and that's cool. I'll buy, you know, like, the Jazz from the line or something, and the rest of it, I don't need. I don't care about it. So, yeah, I saved myself a ton of money.
Would you see it as like, you know, I'm not 100% happy with this, so I'm just going to keep the window of opportunity open on this, but for all intents and purposes, it's done?
Yes,
that
absolutely.
Type of thing?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I mean, obviously, if something, like, mind-blowing came out, like, okay, I'm in, like, you know, I'm sure something's going to come out when I think I'm done that I'm not quite done, but... You know, I am looking forward to the day that I feel like I have most of what I want, and, you know, I can piece together the other little things here and there and stuff like that, you know, like Orden's one of those toys that I want that I haven't picked up yet. At some point, I'm sure I will, but right now I'm in no rush because there's other things, and then eventually, you know, that's leaving myself time for if Orden ever, or I call him Orden, but whatever, Abominus gets a better release, I guess. Otherwise, you know, I'll pick him up and I'll be done with him. So, we'll see. It's all to be determined, I guess. But yes, I do kind of desperately want out of collecting because it is a lot of money. So, but I'm committed to what I have. So.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I've definitely picked that up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and I've even, like, picked it up, like, for the listeners, like we all have known each other now for, I guess, like, 3 years? Has it been 3 or 2.5 at least?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, like, we just, you know, and our lives change and our like, kind of focus changes and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, like, I remember, you know, Justin, when I first met him, was he was pretty much what I consider to be, like, the clean sweeper. Like, if it was coming out, he was getting it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And, you know, and, of course, now with the just abundance of everything, we've all had to be a little bit more selective. But I've also just noticed in, like, the attitude that it's been like, it's just been like man, like, it's almost like it almost hurts so good kind of thing.
Yeah, and like, I mean, the thing is, like, it is exactly that. Like, life is changing. You know, like, it feels pretty shitty to, you know, dump all my money into, like, collecting toys and stuff like that when a lot of them, like, I mean. I can't tell you how many things I've picked up. I'm like, this is cool, and that's all I care about it. Like, from past that point, I'm like, whatever, you know, like, transformed it once or twice, and now I'll probably never look at it again. So, yeah, I don't know. Feels pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Yeah. Well,
good night, folks.
Well, so to add something kind of to what Bobby said too. I mean, just in general for everybody. I mean, you got to think too. Like, even 2.5 years ago, there's 4 times as much shit coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
well, Greg
before it was like you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, before you buy mainline shit, and how much is that? You know, negligible compared to you know, a Unimetal fucking Ultra Magnus or something like that, you know. So it's like,
I was going to say, Greg, like, I was just going to say that, like I've seen Greg go from, in just my opinion, I'm not living Greg's life or anything, but just from my opinion as a friend and communicating with him for 2.5 years, like, go from, like, a very selective buyer, like, I am going to focus on key items, and I'm going to dial in on those and gather those, to, at a certain point, getting everything. Like, not just the fucking third-party shit, but the Hasbro shit, the Age of Extinction shit, like, everything. And I think even with me, I think I even got a little tied up in that. I don't know if it was like a subconscious keeping up with the Joneses, or if it was like, like you were talking about it, so I wanted to be able to talk about it with you, like when we were on shows and stuff. But you know, I'm sure that's why I bought a lot of the Hasbro shit that I bought when I went through like a little heavier Hasbro phase. But like now I've kind of seen you fall back a little bit and kind of like focus your tastes. You know what I mean? It's like you dabbled, you went full retard for lack of a better term, and now you're like now it's like you have like a fine. It's like a wine drinker or something. And like at first you get a bottle here and there, and then you became like a drunk, and then now you're like, no.
You don't know how fucking right you are.
And now you're like, no, I've experienced most of what the world has to offer. I know I like Chiantis, and I like them between 67 and 74. Do you know what I mean? So it's just,
I think part of that
is that what I do.
I can get to you in a bit, Matt. But go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think a part of that, because you mentioned Age of Extinction, which it was one of those things where it was just having a great movie. God, has it already been a year and a half since that came out? It's just having a full collection. Because I was like, man, if I can get a fucking set of Dinobots that are all on scale, well, fuck, you know, might as well grab them. They're readily available. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a space issue too. I mean, I'm never happy with it. Like, I know I'm not happy with any modern day Hasbro product that comes out for the most part. So why even bother with it? As I'm adjusting all my third party stuff that's kind of flopped around. So if I sound distracted, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, it's just having a set. And then, like, with IDW, like, IDW started, like, popping really good, more than meets the eye, and I'm like, man, I want a Lost Light shelf. And then I'm like, man, there's 140 motherfuckers on the Lost Light. I don't know.
Damn.
I might have to scale back a little bit. And some of that shit gets expensive, too. It's just like with the G.I. Joes and the He-Man stuff. Like, you're like, all right, well, I'll go pick up a this and a this and a this. And it's like, well, I want a fucking... what's his name, Broadside, $160 for a Salter. I'm like, no. Never gonna complete it, so might as well get rid of it. So no, I'm just focused on just the Masterpiece kind of G1 stuff. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I kind of rambled there. I apologize.
No.
Would you quit, Greg? I mean, I guess you answered the question.
Would I ever quit?
Yeah.
Do you know how many pops there are out there in the world, Matt?
Well,
I could probably. I take that back.
I
could probably finish Pops if I stopped with this shit. I could probably finish Pops in a week. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, it depends, and it goes back to what we talked about a couple of weeks ago about like what would you replace. And I mean, Bobby just mentioned that with Justin. Like, I'm sure there'd be a couple of things I'd want to replace, and there's so many characters. But I was actually thinking about this last week. I was kind of happy. Like, I was looking at my Season 1 Autobots. And I'm only, I mean, including Ratchet that's coming out already, we're only like 3 or 4 characters away. I mean, that's something, right? That's a shelf. You know, that's done. We need a Trailbreaker and a couple of mini-bots, I think. Yeah, Hoist was Season 2.
Yeah.
Gears, is it? Or?
Yeah,
Gears.
Gears, Jazz, Trailbreaker, Jetfire.
Powerglide?
Cliff Jumper.
Yeah,
Powerglide was Season 2.
Oh, actually, well, I was thinking more Arc bots. I didn't think about Jetfire. But, I mean, still, you're looking, like, when you're like, oh, man, it's almost completely, like, there's almost something you can say that's done. I mean, I guess I have my Season 1 Decepticons, for the most part, done. Right?
Yeah.
3 Jets, Constructicons.
Was it Kickback you said you only need?
Yeah, like once I have Kickback, and then I guess the Toy World Constructicons, like that's every fucking season 1 Decepticon. Like main.
Do you have a Kremseek though?
I do.
I do too. Yeah. I thought I was going to get you there. Damn.
I have a Nightbird also.
Got him.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know. For me, like.
Dude, you got so many lines going on that you're always going to have something to.
Yeah, and because like I like to buy shit. Like I like getting a new thing. Like I was talking about that kind of on Nerd Rage recently. Like I just like I finish collections all the time. Like I got this Play Arts Kai Batman vs Superman line, and like I think I'm in for 3 out of 4, and then I'm done. But then it's a wrap for it. Like it's over. Like so I'll just find in my mind the way I justify it in a very fucked up way is like well these were about $150 a pop. And so now I've worked out $150 a pop budget. I can work into something else that I'm not. You know what I mean? So like as far as Transformers go, I think what I want are masterpiece representations of the characters I love and the representations that I love. My only exception to that is at the moment is my Chug IDW stuff, and the moment that gets MP'd. That'll be over, and if it doesn't get MP'd, then that will be my IDW collection will be chug scaled, but they'll still be nice chugs, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like I like the MMC and the Mech Ideas and the Gauntlet or whatever and that kind of stuff.
Possible Toys,
etc. So So yeah, I don't think I'll never be done just because I like to continue to buy shit if it's not. And I was thinking about this the other day. Like I've been collecting all my life. Like I was getting new toys when I was a kid. My dad was buying me toys all the time. Like I think I talked about this on the show before, but just like we didn't have any fucking furniture in the house because my mom took everything when she left. But like if you look at pictures, like I'm on the floor with the Millennium Falcon and fucking Castle Grayskull because my dad spent that money on toys, and we just went without furniture.
Wait, you used to play with Star Wars toys and He-Man at the same time? What about continuity?
Well, my guess would be, I'm going to be honest with you, my guess would be that either Castle Grayskull was a stand-in for some sort of rebel base.
Yeah.
Or...
Castle Grayskull went for everything, man. Everything.
Yeah. Or Castle Grayskull just didn't get cleaned up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a little battle. The battle came and went, and then it just never got cleaned up.
I'd play some Ghostbusters, and they were busting ghosts in Castle Grayskull, and like everything.
Hey, I had the fire tower with my Ninja Turtles. I can't tell you how many times Shredder got thrown off the Ghostbusters firehouse by Splinter.
Then I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just lost it. You can go ahead.
I was gonna say then, like as I got older. And I started buying comics, and I basically collected comics. I bought books every week. I had, tons of books, and that's just what I was collecting. And then I got into high school years, and it became like music and movies. And I have a music collection I'm extremely proud of. I have a movie collection that like is kind of like pointless now, much like the music collection. But that's what I was into, and then I got back into like pop culture shit, and I started collecting like DC stuff and whatever, FX lightsabers and all this shit. And then now I'm just back to where I fucking started when I was a kid with an adult income, So I know I'll never stop. Like I'll finish something and I'll move that money I'll allocate it to new places.
I always had to collect stuff too, just like you. I mean, it started from a kid, basketball cards, football cards, baseball cards, to CDs, to now just this, it's just, I remember when I was a kid, and when you talk about little kid, I mean, I had so many G.I. Joes, I would literally take me almost, a couple hours to set everything up, and I'd be so bored after that, I wouldn't even want to play with them anymore. I'd just walk away. So it's just, I always had to collect something. It was always my nature. That's what my mom would, every time we go to the store, my father passed away when I was a kid, so my mom thought it was good to buy stuff all the time. So I would just get stuff all the time when we go to the store, and it just became, I always collected stuff. So that's, it's always, and it just led up to, like I said, you have adult money now, so, same thing.
Yeah, I'm a lot along those same lines. I mean, I've always collected something along the way. Like, it was toys when I decided I was too old for toys. That's when I started collecting comic books, and I collected those up until when I was 30. When I stopped collecting comic books, it was Transformers again. So, I mean, back to the question, when I finish up with my MPs and third-party representation in MP scale, I'll probably keep going with, if the reformatted line is still around, I'll keep going with that just because I'll, keep buying MMC. But this might surprise a lot of you, but I'd probably try and start collecting mint-in sealed box G1 stuff.
No!
True story. I would. A wall, like, just so I'd be able to walk into a wall of that shit and it'd just be like, I remember going into the store when I was like 9 and seeing all of this shit. Like, just the nostalgia.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's a good resale value. I mean, especially G1 stuff. I mean, if you could find that stuff.
And I mean, let's face it, the toys are pretty shit, like, to today's standards. So they're not going to be that fun to play with. So,
right, yeah.
I don't know. I just, a massive wall of G1 in box would be pretty fucking cool.
You say that, though, and then you're going to see them. Yeah. And you're going to be like, man,
I want to open that.
I want to open that.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe when I retire, I'll just open the whole collection.
Well, I was just thinking, Kit's got a bunch of her ponies from when she was a kid.
What?
And she's like, maybe I'll put my ponies out. And I'm like, man, be a good excuse to get some G1 shit in there.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
if I ever bought G1, though, I'd buy all those knockoffs, those re-release knockoffs, and leave them in the box just for display purposes.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm really hurting the sales of that fucking G1 Optimus Prime, man. Really killing fucking Hasbro. They're killing the line there.
Killing them. They're losing money. Money.
I think as far as the MP and third-party lines go, though, they're going to be updating a lot of toys for a while yet. Like, I would say at least 5 more years until we all decide that's our perfect representation of that character. You know what I mean? Like it goes back to that whole what we'd replace and what's a stand-in and what isn't. And at the moment, I've got a lot of stand-ins, I'd say. So.
Yeah.
I hope they don't reboot.
Well,
I hope they go. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, Matt.
No, you go ahead. No, I'm good. You go.
No, I was just gonna say I think I've thinned out the herd enough now where I'm pretty happy with what I got. I'm not seeing a whole lot of stand-ins these days. Which is a good feeling. Mm-hmm. It's a good feeling. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting, man. Like, cause I wonder, there are times, at least in my situation, because the way that I do business, I guess. Like, I wonder if it's about the toys at all sometimes. If it's not something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's not another kind of psychological thing.
Like a debilitating psychological illness?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say we're
manifesting itself as a toy. Yeah.
I mean, how do you all feel when you've got a package coming in the mail? Like, you get excited about it, right? So, I'd say we all have some kind of problem.
Oh, my wife tells me every day I have a problem.
Sit there and check the tracking every fucking 5 hours.
I mean, it's just, I just got 34 pounds of Transformers last week. I still want more. I'm not satisfied. Yeah. I mean, it's sad. It's kind of scary. A little bit, Dude, I got that much.
I just got that Hexatron and now I'm like, oh fuck, I hope they do another repaint of that soon. Like, fucking ridiculous.
I mean, do you really sit there and enjoy? Do you really sit there and enjoy your Transformer?
I would say yes to that still.
I don't think I do, man. I really, as many as I have, I mean, I got stuff that I haven't touched. The only time I've touched them is when I move. And, and I don't know if I'm giving enough love to, stuff I have. Like, I got new stuff in. And like I said, I got Hot Rod in today, and I'll probably fiddle with him for a little bit and do a review on him, and then he'll be on the shelf. And I don't know if I'll ever touch him again.
But how often do you go and just sit in your room and enjoy it, though, Matt? I'm in here
every day.
Well, that's true. So I'm in here masturbating every day as well. So, you know.
Shit, we should Skype.
All right. I'll raise you.
That'd be kind of gay, but whatever.
I kind of like. Speaking of sitting in the room, I mean that's another reason I'm kind of glad that we got this room going on here because I can actually enjoy it, and I have to bring it downstairs like one piece at a time.
Yeah.
But Kit can what you were saying a little bit earlier about boxes. Kit will back me up. Like I started getting my stuff sent to work for quote unquote safety reasons, so I didn't sit outside. And if like something happens and it accidentally gets sent to my house instead, I start getting all fidgety at work when I know the FedEx man's about to come. And be like, I'll look up the window. It's like, does that look like rain to you? I think I should go home and get my box. Just make sure it doesn't rain on it. Do you feel that?
I've heard you text a couple times like, I don't think my box is gonna make it today. I really don't. I don't know where it's at, but I think I need to find it. I don't know where my box is.
Well, Kit called me out on that last night about me following tracking and stuff. Which I mean, I get a lot of stuff, so I want to know where it's at. It's a lot easier to jump on.
You know how bad it is. You know how bad it is, Greg, that you actually told me that I wasn't getting my hot rod, and I wouldn't even been tracking it. You were like, I don't think you're getting a hot rod yesterday, so. Sorry about that.
You took that pre-order from me, and I thought it was I was partially responsible for making sure it got there because I'm the one that changed the address and everything. So I wanted to make sure I knew where it was.
It actually came to me yesterday. They left a little note. I had to sign for it. So it actually got there Monday.
Yeah, that's balls.
So I had to go
I never have to sign for my stuff, but that's why I told you. That's why I sent you the tracking because I wanted to make sure that you knew when it was coming. Because you never know.
Yeah, so I went and got it today, so I had to sign for it, but it's all right. It's cool.
Hey, I got sent a private message about the last episode.
Yay.
Where he was asking this guy. I just asked if he would. Well, I just asked if he would mind if I answered it on the show, so I'm not sure if he wants it answered here or whatever. But he hasn't answered me back. But James G, if you're out there, buddy.
James G.
So he asked why I don't use TF Source anymore, and he was he was saying that he likes certain features that they offer and all that kind of stuff, and I totally get that. I'm just going to answer. So I've had a couple problems with TF Source. First of all, let me say this. Let me try to do what do they call it? A criticism sandwich. Where we say a good thing, we say a bad thing, and then we close with a good thing. So they're family run, and I totally dig it. And I feel like the guy who runs it, or one of the guys who's a part of it, his mom is like the customer service lady, and she's an absolute pleasure to talk to. Every time I've talked to her, she's just a fucking sweetheart. She feels like she's your grandma. So I think quite highly of her. The reason why I stopped using them was, for one, my first issue with them was over MP Soundwave. They put up every place else was sold out, and they had a pre-order up for him. And I think I paid, like I pre-ordered it and paid like immediately. And turns out it was kind of like, it's not like it was a little underhanded in my opinion. Like they had sold out of their first release and were pre-ordering their second release, but it wasn't noted anywhere. They were just kind of tying it into the first release pre-orders. And basically, they were trying to get the money from people that think they could still get in on that first initial pre-order. And they weren't upfront about it. And then when January came, when it came out, and everybody got theirs, and I didn't, and I wrote them, and they were like, oh well, they're all sold out. We're just gonna hold your order over to the second release. And I was like, well, when's the second release? And they were like, well, we're not even totally sure that they're getting one. They just usually do a second release, so we're just counting on them doing one. And that was the first issue I had with them. Like, and I don't think that's a bad tactic if they would have just said pre-order for second release. They wouldn't have heard one complaint out of me. And then I've had some other issues with them, with some replacement pieces, like little like nickel and dime shit where they want to charge me for shipping a replacement piece or whatever when I'm spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with their company every year. It got a little tired to me. And then I think what eventually made me the straw that broke the camel's back, for lack of a better term, was they changed their shipping ways where things were shipped slower, and they weren't upfront about that. I don't feel like anyway. If not, then I apologize. But stuff started getting to me slower, and there was one customer service issue that I was having with them, and when that took like a week and a half to get to me, I then decided that I was done, and then I switched services, and it's been
canceling
fun.
pre-orders was a bitch too.
Yeah, well, that was something that I never really worried about back then because there wasn't that many people doing, third-party stuff. So it was like, you just kind of had to take what you could get at the moment, But nowadays it's like I'm balls in for this, and then tomorrow you're like, nope.
Yeah.
Now that Mastermind is doing one, I'm out. So like I like where I'm at now because I can just easily.
That was a couple of my issues. I canceling pre-orders. You had to call them or email them, and with BBTS, you just click a button, you're done.
And then they give you a hard time when you wanted to cancel too.
Yeah. If you called them, they were like, "Well, why you want to do that? You don't want to cancel your pre-order." And
well,
so
see, my problem. The one thing that immediately turned me off was when I emailed them. They're like, "Just so you know, this is the type of thing we could ban your account for." I'm like, I don't fucking care. Then you don't want my money, just because I decided that. Yeah, they sent an email back saying we don't do this usually. This is the type of thing we can ban your account from our site. I'm like, then fucking do it. There's 7 other sites selling the same things, and I'll go to them first. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty right there.
Yeah,
Grandma's not running the email stuff. She's not doing that.
Yeah, but her name's on the address label.
No.
If it comes USPS, her name's on the address label. I'll tell you that. That's her Stamps.com account. The thing that got me was that TFCon Chicago, and I don't want this to turn into rag on TF Source, but I guess that was the question, right?
Let's do it.
When that grant, and I bought a grant. I was super excited. I had no idea about that, and we didn't know about the stickers. We just thought they were Uncut until Justin, figured it out when he got home or whatever. And I asked the guy about it, are we getting more stickers? And it wasn't Kurt. It was some guy, but he was like, "It's not a big deal."
Kind of is.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
You were like, "What the fuck, really? That's what I get."
And then someone who I don't want to say is more notable, but someone kind of, I don't know, someone who's a little bit more well known, I guess, or at least is involved with people that are a little bit more well known, came up after me with the same issue, and they were like, "Oh, they took down his name, his email address, and they're like, oh, we'll get back to you within a week, and we'll figure this out." And I'm like, "Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it." So I sent them an email to cancel all my pre-orders, and I had a bunch of pre-orders with them at the time, and they didn't give a fuck. Like, whatever.
Well, they knew the shit about the stickers. They knew they were sending it out. They were trying to get it out as quick as they could, for TF Comics shit.
It's hard, man. Because at one, for me anyway, I'm not a big fan of entitlement. As a characteristic, the world doesn't owe you a goddamn thing, right? Mm-hmm. I feel that way. But
well, you're entitled to that opinion, Bobby.
Thank you, sir. But however, so there's a thin line, right? Because there is customer service, and I do struggle with reaching out for customer service sometimes because I'm like, I'm not sure. Is this a problem that is the solution is owed to me by being a patron of this establishment and a patron that's contributing thousands of dollars a year to this company, or or is this on me? Do you know what I mean? So there's sometimes where shit happens where I'm like, I'm gonna eat this one. I'll get Carrie, perfect example. My Carrie had the paint mishap on the eye. It bums me the fuck out. It's not something you can touch up easily without knowing the exact sparkly type eye paint that they use. It's not like a flat red somewhere or something. You know what I mean? So I'll go ahead and eat that, you know. But then when something comes along and it snaps on me, then I'm gonna fucking, you know what I mean. If it's out of service, I'm gonna make an email. So that's kind of how I do business. But it is, you know, I would imagine it. I sympathize with the distributors and companies because, like, if you've ever talked to people that are doing it on a small level, like Brandon, like Hung, like this other guy who I don't want to put out there, even guys that do group buys, Jason Lowry or whatever. If you ever get the opportunity, talk to them about, you know, what they deal with on a customer service end, and they'll show you. You know, they won't go through, but they'll show you emails of just complaint after complaint after complaint, like, you know, having to replace a figure for somebody 4 or 5 times, you know, to try to make them happy. So I get it, because, you know, if you've just sent out the 5th replacement to this shitty customer, and then I come along with my first complaint, and now you're in a bad mood, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can sympathize, because it's like if I'm responding to the 5th comment after just responding to 4 shitty ones, you know, my attitude is going to be different, because it's tainted now, right? So I do sympathize with them, and I advise everyone out there to just think long and hard. Like, you know, some shit's on some shit's on you. Do you know what I mean? Some shit's on you.
Suck it up.
If you buy pizza from Mickey D's, or from fucking Mickey D's, from fucking Domino's, and it comes to your house and it's not pizza, it's wings, then you need to contact them and you need to get your pizza and you need to get rid of these wings. But if you go pick up the pizza and then on your way to your car you drop it on the street, you know, that may be on you.
Take responsibility, bitches.
You know. But yeah. Anything? What else do we have? What else can we talk about?
Do we have any more questions this week, or?
I looked through all the sources. I mean, I looked through the page, and I looked through private messages, and I didn't see anything else. I might have missed something.
All right, so everyone listening, send us some questions for next week's show.
Greg, did you did you have any opinions that you wanted to kick in on the Toy World bots? Because I know, like, I think you and I are the only ones that are in on them, and I was kind of fielding that by myself, and as far as firsthand last week. Did you have anything that you wanted to add in?
Like them a lot. I mean, I had.
Well, I mean, about the QC issue, and then Kapow with their not gonna carry it. Yeah.
Well, I think that whole thing is total fucking drama queen bullshit, because they didn't carry Toy World anyway, and they were getting some in on special order, quote unquote, that they didn't even get in yet. So it obviously wasn't a large quantity, and I think that was just freaking out and just fear mongering. You know, Kit and I always laugh about fucking fear mongering, because the news station around here, the local Fox News, they'll run these fear monger stories at 11, and they'll advertise it on the radio all day leading up to it, and we'll hear it, like, you know, at work or whatever, and they're like, the new threat that's affecting the youth in the community, crossing the intersection at blah 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 street that 3 people live on, and you're like, come on now, really? Like, that's not a big deal. And other retailers like Robot Kingdom have come out and said that you know, really, like, it hasn't been that big of a deal. They sold a hell of a lot more of them than Kapow pre-ordered, and they didn't have that many issues compared to how many they sold. Also, you know, I went on TFW and I was looking at these quote-unquote reports, and it was 7 days from the very first report to when Toy World said they had replacement parts shipping. 7 days. And that's during Chinese New Year. So all the people that said that Toy World didn't give a shit and they were ignoring the problems, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I did have a little stress mark on one of mine once I went and looked at it. Under a fucking heavy, bright fucking light, I saw a little line. But other than that... Oh, and then my Mixmaster that didn't have a screw holding his head on. I mean, that was kind of an issue. But, you know, they're both simple fixes. Granted, should you have to fix it? No. But at least the company's, like, took responsibility. And they acted in a very quick and positive manner. They had a solution in hand before they didn't say, oh, we'll get to it. They said, we understand the problem. We have replacement part shipping now. It was like when I got that. Which one is it? Fucking went Boost. I got Boost, the X-Transbots boots, and I got them, and then 2 days later I got a part that was missing. I didn't even realize was missing. They didn't say like, "Oh shit, we fucked up. We left this part out of the box." They just sent the part out. I mean, it's just little shit like that. Like, I know shit happens, but like the way a company handles things speaks volumes for their character, or at least, in X-Transbot's case, the character they're trying to eventually build, I guess, that they're growing into. But the fact that I was like, I got a fucking envelope, what the fuck is this? And it was a fucking replacement part from X-Transbots. And they're like, hey, you bought this thing, and I mean, it's something I'd never used, but just the fact they mailed it to me was pretty cool.
Nice gesture.
Greg, do you think part of the problem with Toy World is that they're putting them out too fast, though? Or the problem doesn't even really exist so much?
Well, they said that it was, and I actually answered, or I put a comment on the YouTube last week in response to Andrew Gort's post, or Chromador, or whatever his YouTube name is. It wasn't like one company, like one distributor had like the bad, like everybody's like, oh, it was just the ones that went to like this one company. Like all the Big Bad Toy Store ones were fine. When they make a run, they don't put them in piles and say, these are Robot Kingdoms, these are Big Bad Toy Stores, these are TF sources. Like, there's no preference, because there was a theory like, well, maybe they sent the shitty ones to the smaller retailers. Like, that's just ridiculous. And
We've seen that before.
That's just...
We've seen that before.
With them sending the shitty ones on the first release?
Not with Toy World, but yeah, we saw it with, fuck. I wish I was better prepared. But we had a conversation about this before, where it seemed like a TF source got like a batch of ones that were inferior to what BBTS was getting. This was years ago.
No.
But yeah, it does seem like because my initial, like, everyone that I had talked to that was telling me, like, are you hearing about this elbow thing? Mine are fine. I would ask, where'd you get it from? And everybody said BBTS. But then we had one guy comment on the video last week. I don't recall the name, but shout out to you. Sorry that I can't recall it off the top of my head. But he said he did have a stress mark, and his was from BBTS. So obviously, that's not the situation there. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Robot.
I just wanted to interrupt.
Well, no, it's just. I mean, Big Bad Toy Store, like, I had an issue. Actually, no, I take that back. I did have another issue with the screw not being long enough on the combiner pack, and Big Bad Toy Store replaced it, and this was, like, immediately when they came out. And I asked the guy, I was like, how many, is this a widespread issue? I don't know. Is it just mine? Like, did I break it? And he's like, well, I've heard two other people have said it. And then I guess that became another issue that was there. So, I mean, maybe it was because they were rushing too fast. But, I mean, Toy World said that, there was this procedures weren't being followed at the factory. And it was causing, like, some of these issues. And what does that mean? Is that just bullshit? Like, like brushing under the rug, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's all speculation. I mean, I think they're pretty solid overall. I think the number of figures that don't have issues that I've seen people talk about in the various communities versus the few that you hear bad issues. I mean, and think about that too. A lot of these issues you read about, like in that fucking super thread on TFW, it was a whole lot of, well, I heard, well, I saw, well, someone told me, well, did you see that one picture? You know what I mean? So,
I was gonna say, like, sometimes stuff like that gets, and as there's obviously there's an issue, right? We all acknowledge that there is an issue. Toy World acknowledges there's an issue, so there's obviously an issue. But the size of that issue is really kind of unknown, because it's not like there's like some chart somewhere where everyone's keeping score. It's just, people that have an issue are fucking pissed, and rightfully so. And, they're letting it be known, as they should. And then it's becoming a hearsay. Well, so and so on the board, so and so on the thread, so and so here, so there. But like, I'll give you an example, just to the listeners. Like, Finn being a black stormtrooper, and
Lord,
what?
24 hours later, all sorts of internet reports go live. Racist Star Wars fans super pissed that Finn is black. here's a link to the tweets, and you find out that it's like 5 different Twitter accounts. So 5 fucking idiots are upset about it. But now
Star Wars crew
but now is the Star Wars fans are furious.
They're all racist.
You know, so like it becomes one of those things where it's like, and not to say that there's only 5 people that have elbow issues. I'm just saying that it can be a very small amount that are making enough of a wave where it seems like it's a widespread. It may be more widespread than it actually is.
Well, how did Robert put it in his YouTube comment? It was like vocal minority versus satisfied majority.
Right.
I mean, the racism, it's such a hot topic, and media uses it every fucking... I mean, if you just click on Yahoo, and the first 5 stories are just about racism and all this stuff. It's just like, really just...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but anyways, about toys.
Trump's going to fix that for you, Matt.
Oh, I was just about to say...
I hope so. God, I voted for him.
I'll tell you, I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't think there is a. I mean, we probably shouldn't talk about this on the show. We had people get upset with the conspiracy talk, but I don't know if I'm gonna be making it to the voting booth this year.
Well, come on now.
Wait, you guys don't get a fine if you don't vote over there?
No.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
No. God, we're free.
Yeah, you get a shitty president you bitch about for 4 years.
Oh, we get fined if we don't vote.
Oh, see here, it's not a, it's a right. You have the right. You have the right to vote.
2 wars. That's what we get.
Like you have the right
2-0.
You have the right to remain silent, but you can tell them you did the crime if you wanted.
Yeah, and they'll sit
See,
there and
here
ask
in
you
America, you're encouraged not to vote. And it's like, oh, it's super cheap. Oh, shit, dude, Swamp Thing's on unedited? Fucking, I can't find that shit anywhere. I want to watch that.
I disagree, Greg. I believe...
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding, too. But I was going to say, I recall that P. Diddy said you either vote or die.
That is true.
I thought that was ride or die.
A lot of people died.
No, that was...
They didn't vote that year. A lot of people died that didn't vote that year. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think...
How close are you actually to an election? Because I've no idea. How long does that shit go on for? November. So you have to put up with those fuckers on your TV constantly for what? A year and a half?
Forever.
We don't have to. We got different channels over here. We just don't have 3 like you do.
You can't escape it. You get on Twitter, you get on Instagram, you get on fucking Facebook. It's all fucking...
You know where they don't have political ads?
YouTube.
BitTorrent.
No.
I'll tell you... I had another question.
Topics.
I had a question sent to me from Chevy 4x4, and he was just asking me personally. But since we have
Chevy,
Lord,
that is your real name.
Oh yeah. Long time listener of the show. He said, and a cool dude. He asked me today, so I'll just go ahead and ask you guys. What is your most wanted masterpiece bot at the moment? Even if it's an update, like what is the one that you're like? This is the one I
want.
Oh, fuck.
One masterpiece figure that we want, or wants to be made, or that we want in our collection, or what?
Well, I will say both of those could be wrapped up in one answer.
Yeah, I can answer that with one.
Oh, Optimus Primal, then.
That's what you want, and you want it's.
No.
Oh.
Don't you want a good Starscream?
I have a good Starscream. MP11.
I know you do, Matthew.
What about this? What about those hip skirts on MP11?
I like the hip skirts, man. They were photoshopped in that picture. Shit. Someone else go. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Well, I said that. I told him that I would probably it's a tie. But I really want some Season 3 cast. But I really want a Blitzwing. I really want a Masterpiece style, G1 accurate,
Dx9's hooking you up with that. Is it Dx9?
No, they're not.
No, they are. He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. Yeah. He took his big ass right off the reservation.
He's going to fucking eat up half of my shelf, and I'm happy about it.
He got you some KFC too.
I think that's my number one though. I really want a Blitzwing.
MP Armada's Hot Shot.
And also because a Blitzwing finishes my season 2 shelf.
Oh, that's true.
For Decepticons.
Until you get a decent Astro Train.
Correct. No, until I get a better Astro Train, I'll say, sir.
Yeah.
The hat.
I've been packing my toys away this week for my move, and I picked that up off the shelf last night, and his legs just flopped. Like.
Oh, really?
Who did? Oh, Astro Train?
Is it Dx9? Unique.
Yeah,
I will say that is one that every time I pick him up, I am slightly less enthused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just dangled like he fucking needed a wheelchair. Not.
You mean Chip?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I would like right now. I'd be cool. You can only have one shit. I'm either gonna MP Omega Supreme. I think that would be.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
shoot
I'm
for
going big.
stars, Matt. Jeez.
Well, it's either that or
I know
Skylinks.
Metroplex.
I really like a Skylinks too. I mean, there really hasn't been anything, Skylinks. Nobody gives them some credit. So I think an MP Skylinks would be cool too.
I had a rumor a long time ago that someone was going to.
Yeah, there was a rumor They actually showed a silhouette of it, I think, too.
No, I'm not.
I don't know.
I know of.
Oh, okay. I thought they showed a silhouette of Sky.
I thought there was
You'll
rumors.
knows what I'm talking about.
I thought there were. Oh, I do know what you're talking about. I think I remember. But there was rumors that Hasbro was going to do like a playset, like a leader class or Titan class playset, and it coincided with Skylinks popping up in the comic, and right, there's no way they're going to turn him into a combiner, so they're going to have to turn him into a Titan. And yeah, well, see how that worked out for us.
Never tell Hasbro they can't do something. They'll go out of their way to do it anyway.
Yeah, they're like a fucking 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
What?
Always on
Daddy, you ain't gonna tell me what I can do. I'll date all of
I
them.
do whatever I want. I do what I want.
Whatever.
I almost said something. I almost said something very, very questionable. I'm really glad you interrupted me, Matt. I almost slipped up and said something questionable. So anyway,
hey Justin, what would you like? Well,
other than Jazz.
Other than Jazz, Sandstorm, Masterpiece Sandstorm would be cool.
Oh, lucky KFC has you sorted.
Yeah,
that's Unique Toys.
Oh, sorry.
Unique Toys has a Sandstorm coming.
Yeah, someone
I think
does.
so. We saw
it looked real bad.
It's a sad storm.
Yeah.
They showed pictures of it. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Justin,
you probably blocked it out of your memory. Just
I hate to be fucking with you tonight, but I bet you it's a fucking kick in the balls not to have a Jazz. The more I think about it,
it is,
He's and main character.
He's a lieutenant. He's a fucking lieutenant.
They've got. Even Hasbro has like deals with Volkswagen, so why you can't talk to Porsche, who I'm pretty sure is still owned by Volkswagen? Like, what the fuck, man? Why has nobody, official or unofficial, made a Jazz yet? Like I even have this goddamn TNR one on pre-order, and nobody's heard shit about that for about a year now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You know who would get you a Jazz, Justin?
Who's that?
Bernie Sanders.
I bet we hear about.
And we're all gonna pay for it.
Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I bet we'll hear about Jazz either end of the year.
We are all gonna pay for it, Bobby.
That's true.
Every single goddamn one of us.
I think we'll get MP Jazz either end of the year or next year.
I don't know. It seems like MP Line's starting to move on to Beast Wars and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're going to see
because they've shown one Beast Wars figure. It's the fucking 30th anniversary. Of
They're
course, they're
moving
going
on.
to capitalize on that.
Moving on.
It's the end of G1. Soon we'll have Armada.
I think we're going to see more Season 3 stuff. I'm hoping anyway.
I guarantee you, when we listen to this show again, we're going to be echoing.
Yeah. I hope not.
Just going to say that. I hope not either. I've heard it quite a few times. I'm like, oh, God, I hope this records okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring down the show. My bad.
Yeah,
so it's just
it's fucking, now it's worrying me too.
Why would it be echoing?
Yeah, mine's not echoing.
I hear an echo every now and then.
I do too.
Oh.
Just adds excitement to the show.
That's true.
It's like hearing it twice.
Yep.
We're that good.
I'm going to tell you what I want, other than Galvatron, because, I've already kind of got one, and I know there's a better one coming, and then there'll probably be an official one, and blah, blah, blah. I want a motherfucking bludgeon. I don't care if it's even MMC chug scaled. I just want a bludgeon. A decent bludgeon.
That'd be cool.
Would you want a Pretender shell with it, or just...
No.
Now, would you want him done...
I want more the IDW style.
You want him done like the Pretender shell, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know this isn't the answer you want to hear, but that Revenge of the Fallen Voyager with the Perfect Effect upgrade kit isn't bad.
Yeah, I had it. I know.
Somebody just threw their keys on the fucking thing.
No, you didn't.
I did. I'll send you a picture of my old collection.
I don't want to see pictures of your fucking dick.
Yeah, you always message me first thing in the morning asking for it. So
where's my dick pics?
Wait, first thing in my morning or first thing in your morning?
It's like you're like
my dick
Purple Man. You're like Purple Man.
Well, my morning. 'Cause I've always got it ready to go in my morning. got that morning wood.
Well, I was taking them for Flickr. I might as well. Anyway.
I only want the Flickr exclusives.
I want the green.
Can't look at them on Facebook Messenger because they're
pixelated.
That's a dick from the 80s.
All this time I thought he had foreskin. All right, let's. Anybody else not answer?
I didn't. I'm thinking.
Go for it, Gregory.
Outside of I don't even know if I want a Masterpiece Combiner. What would I want? I'm sorry I'm speaking all soft now. It's getting late, so I don't want to make a lot of noise.
It's building the anxiety, I think. I'm anxious.
The room I'm in shares a wall with my neighbor's bedroom, and I don't know his schedule.
And what about Pounce and Wingspan? What about that?
You already have an MP. X2 Toys hooked you up. Let's see.
Not Pounce and Wingspan.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm thinking about fucking.
That's the Decepticon.
I'm thinking about Orange Face and
I like
Silverfoot.
I like to call them Thighbreaker and Odd Beans.
I'd like the Victory Leo they keep talking about. That'd be nice.
Overlord.
Masterpiece figure. And we're third party or official?
Yeah.
Man, I just want a cup. I want a fucking cup. I want a goddamn cup.
Yes.
I want a cup, and I want them to have. I want a cup, and I want them to have some way, for his leg and his arm to come off. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
As a feature, stand in your way, in the background, right?
And you could be like, "Oh, the dim-witted diode did tree. You'll have to peace out." I just watched that again the other day.
It's gonna stand your way. It's gonna stand your way. Not tonight.
I would like an RC as well.
Yeah.
He needs it.
I want a whole, I want a whole season 1 Autobot, kind of, season 3 Autobot kind of
Unicron.
renaissance. I want a cup, I want an RC, I want a Springer.
Yep.
Wheatley.
A Springer, I really want a Springer. He's probably tied up there in swing.
Oh, have we Sharkticons. Sharkticons, man.
Oh, yeah.
What is
Sharkticon? Here's a question. Is there a master... what do you think is the best Masterpiece triple changer made yet? And how many have there been?
Astro Train and...
Oh, hands down, Fans Project, Springer.
Oh.
Is it really? Is it just Chigger?
It is.
Yeah.
It's what?
Triple changer. So far.
What
it is?
There's Provider, right? I mean,
which one was that?
Oh, yeah, Octane.
The Octane.
Yeah, Octane.
Oh, yeah, Octane. Octane and Chigger.
Yeah.
Assaulter?
Chigger what?
Yeah, but he's not really MP.
Oh, you said MP. I thought you said third party for some reason. Sorry.
Questionably, Provider's not really MP either, given his size. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess.
You got 2 Blitzwings coming up, and you got a Sandstorm, I think.
What about this? This is going back to a 4. going back to something Matt said, kind of as everybody was talking about something else. What if they made a huge-ass Unicron that turned into a planet, but also turned into a robot, and when you opened him up, he was also a display case for your Season 3 MP figures? And you had like the different levels, like he was the ultimate third-party playset, and he cost like $9,000. Would you buy it?
Or
yes,
if you could,
I would sell organs.
If you hung him up and he's like a pinata, and he had candy in him, and you bust him open.
It's like a what?
Why'd you
Like a
turn it
pinata.
A what?
Really, Bobby? Really?
Sorry.
Wow.
I thought he said a piano. It's like,
A
what the
pinata.
hell's a piano?
A pinata.
Oh.
Pinata. How do y'all fucking say it? Shit, it's pinata, right?
I didn't understand your subtle Spanish accent. Sorry.
Don't you almost live in
can't.
Mexico, Matt? Come on, you can do better than that.
Close. Texas.
All right, Lenny, why don't you take us out of here?
All right, let's do that. Shout outs to Third Party Unlimited, at Real Robot. We've also got shout outs to Toy Detox. Snowflake, I'm sure you're doing a good job over there, buddy, but I haven't been listening.
Whoa. One of the dudes from ROC is giving away a hot rod.
Yeah, Heron.
And there'll be all the information will be in the description.
Nice. Shout outs to.
Oh, let me say real quick too. I'm sorry, Lenny.
Fuck
me. I'm sorry. I'm just responding to something you said. I have been listening to Toy Detox.
Oh, good.
And it is quite good. It's a very different approach.
You can give me the bullet points. I just haven't had time to listen.
Yeah, but not for you. Just to the listeners. Yeah. That it is quite good.
Yeah, no, great bunch of guys.
They ramble a lot, but it's good stuff.
Well, they're sort of a great bunch of guys.
Except for Mickey.
Sort of.
Except for 3 of them.
I love you, Brave. I love you, Snuggle Buddy.
Hey, did you guys hear that Brave got a cell-shaded Cronus?
He did.
Did you guys read that anywhere?
Review on it, I think.
Can you share that under my Facebook page?
No problem.
That's the next step. He's just going to share directly to everyone.
He's going to take everybody
your own accounts. Oh, I've got a notification.
All of a sudden, you'll be signed up to Brave Book. You'll be like, what the fuck? Brave Book.
And I can't wait.
All
right. At Fear Corps, we've got I Am Ratchet, third-party TF Crashes run by Yule, TF Prototype, the ROC fam, and Tyler, and ROC in the house. You can find us at YouTube, which is probably where you are right now. iTunes, Instagram. We need to update that. 1,700 followers, isn't it, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter. You can tumble along. And when's the last time we posted in Tumblr?
Never.
All right. I'm going to take it up as my
never.
New
I'll
hobby.
post the show there, but it goes straight to tweeting or something, whatever, Twitter.
But it's still we're still narcissistic when it comes to numbers, so follow us anyway.
Yeah.
On the Snapchat.
Oh, give us go into iTunes and give us 5 stars.
Yeah, give us 5 stars.
Do that stuff.
Do it.
Yeah, we did it at the end this time.
We would
and
really,
send in dispatches.
We would really like to be the highest ranking Tumblr that posts nothing.
Yes. Yes.
And then make a Snapchat for us and follow us there too.
Yeah.
ChristianMingle.com.
I'm gonna make the Snapchat. I'm gonna start sending my dick pics out. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a dick pic. Blogspot, I don't know what that is, and Gmail. So this podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, feel free to turn it off now.
Yes, I'm bored. Anyways, just want to make a dispatch for Shattered Cast Uncut. It's like my 5th attempt for recording. A lot of white noise keeps showing up. I don't know why. It's weird. It's annoying too. Whatever. I'm trying to talk over it now. So yeah, love the show. Keep breaking your toys, Robert and Oscar. Yes, break toys. Yes. You've heard of make toys. Well, break toys.
Shut the fuck up, Chip.